Hello, and welcome back to Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this is our weekly series for makeup and just life in general for me, where I do long form content and I do a face full of makeup from start to finish. And I talk to you guys while I'm doing it. So this week, the bear is by herself. I get to play at home by myself. So I'm so excited because my husband is out of town and I elected not to go because I was not feeling well and I was anticipating it not getting too much better. And so I was like, well, I don't know how I'm going to feel by the time the weekend comes, and I don't really feel like going. So, and I mean, he did, to his credit, he did ask if I wanted to go, and I was like, I'll see. Maybe the closer we get there, maybe I might not. And by the time we got here today, when he left, I was like, I don't feel like it, and I'm not, like, I don't want to travel. I don't feel like doing too much other than going to pick up a few little things and coming back to the house. So I elected not to go, and so I am here by myself. It's the first time I've been where he's been on a trip somewhere, and I'm home by myself for like the first time in a long time. So, because generally if we go somewhere, like if he goes somewhere, he's traveling with me. Like we travel together. And we've lived together for 10 years at this point. So, I really didn't want to be too bothered with a bunch of people. And so, yeah, I'm kind of at the house by myself a little bit, but, yeah, no, I'm here, but, he will be back tomorrow. So, I was like, oh, well, since I'm home by myself, I get to do what I want for the evening, the day and the evening. So I'm going to do my makeup, and then I'm going to get out in the street. But I want to do my episode because I knew I was going to be going out. So this really isn't, and the reason why I say I'm excited is because, like I say, it's been a long time since I've been like by myself and I've had time, an entire day to myself. Generally, if he's off, we're home and we're together or we're traveling together. So, all this is like is the time, that short time, because it was a short time, between when we were dating and we didn't live together. We were long distance, and I could, go out and do my activities, and he had his own activities. I mean, we existed before we existed separately before we got married and before we, lived together. And we're in we were in a super serious relationship from the beginning. Like, we started out pretty serious. So, but we did exist beforehand. Like I say, there was a space and time between when I separated from my ex-husband, got a divorce, and moved back home. And then he was, my current husband was here, and we weren't living together. So there was some time between that. There was probably like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, almost 2 years between when all that happened. So yeah, I'm sort of used to it, but I'm also kind of like, all right, what do I do now? So while I have time, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to make a trip to Ulta today. I have already filmed a beauty haul episode, but I may scrap that, and I am going to use some of the products that I bought in that last beauty haul. I may scrap that because, like I said, I'm going to buy some things at Ulta today. And so I kind of want to just incorporate and do everything all in one. So we'll see. I have to make a decision on that. But I think I will. So, I think I will scrap it, and I will refilm and talk about the new stuff that I got today, that I'm planning to get today. So we're going to get started. Because it is October and it is fall now, this is our first episode of October. I'm transitioning more into fall colors, fall outfits, that sort of thing. So my makeup is going to reflect that too. So I decided, I was like, well, I want to wear some gold today, and I want to wear some yellow, and I also am wearing red. My skirt is super red, and let me see if I can lift it up so you guys can see. So this is a very red plaid skirt. And see, it's got blue. This is really navy blue. This is not black. This is navy blue. This is the red. This is like a beige-ish light yellow, but you can kind of get away with wearing yellow in this. So with this, so yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do some goldish yellow makeup today to go with this. And I am wearing my Monster shirt. This is the let me see if I can unclip my microphone here, so bear with me. This is a shirt that I got off of Amazon. I bought 2 shirts at once. This one, and I got another one that's like orange, and it says Monster, and it's in long letters going across the front of the shirt, and then it's the Universal Monsters. So this one is the Universal Monsters also. So and it's shaped like an old playbill for the movies. So we're doing a little bit of campy core, as I like to call it, campy core today. So I decided I was gonna go do a little bit of fall shopping, and I'm gonna go to Ulta. I'm going to go to Bath and Body Works because they have the fall scents, which that's going to be a thing I'm going to talk about while I'm doing my makeup. But we are going to introduce a new series, and it's going to focus on Bath and Body Works and candles and things that I like to buy. I might also go in the Yankee Candle because I've never actually been in Yankee Candle. I've seen candles from there. And I've seen it, like, there's one, like, right down from where the Bath and Body Works is that I'm trying to go to. And my mom used to do inventory, and so she used to count Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle. They used to do, like, inventory counting. And so she worked for a company called RGIS here in Columbia. And they have branches everywhere, but RGIS used to be an inventory specialist. And so they would go count the inventory for stores, and busy period was always July and January because business time cut off, and they got to have their inventory valued for July, and then after Christmas you got to reset and see what your inventory is like in January. So I always got my Christmas gifts and my birthday gifts. She would buy all of my stuff like around those two time periods. We got a bunch of appliances and things paid for in this house thanks to RGIS. She retired from RGIS in 2006 or 7. At various points, she was a team lead. She was very good at it. She started that job when I was 3 years old. Because she needed the money. And so I can remember she'd worked for Regis most of my life. I got put through college with Regis's help. I owe a lot to Regis. I really do. So much so that she made friends that she worked with for years and years and years. And when she died, I called one of her folks that she worked with to tell him the news, and found out that he had died. His son had let me know that he died like earlier that December. My mom died in March, and I don't even know if she knew. But I maybe she did. I don't know. But I called to let her know because I knew they would want to know. So that's how, she'd formed relationships with them. She kept up with the people she's worked with, kids, that sort of thing. So that's why I was like, and they kept up with me. So that's how he knew who I was when I called. And I told him, I said, oh yeah, this is, Gloria's daughter. And he was like, oh, I know exactly who you are. Oh no. So if you're calling me, that means she's, yeah. And he was like, well, yeah, my dad died in December. And I was like, oh no, are you serious? No. And so we talked about how Regis paid for a lot of things for us, and our parents, had worked and sacrificed, and they loved that job, but Regis put food on the table some nights. So, in addition to her main job, so she used to count Yankee Candle, is why I'm telling y'all all of this, and she used to count Bath and Body Works, and so I always got a lot of Bath and Body Works stuff. Round about Christmas, she would go in there and she'd get me gift baskets and things, and she knew I liked certain stuff in there then, so I got a lot of stuff from that. And she would go in Yankee Candle, but we didn't really have candles around the house. My mom was allergic to everything. Which is why she hated counting. She loved Bath and Body Works, but she also hated she hated counting Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle, because the scents would cause her to like sneeze, and I mean, oh, it was bad. She would be like, my allergies are just acting up. Just walking in the door, she would start sneezing. And so and she couldn't use a lot of Bath and Body Works like scented things. So she just was like, I know you like it, so I will get you stuff out of there, but here's the gift card. She was like, gift cards are made for you. And I was like, you are not lying, Mom. You're telling the truth there. So yeah, that's how I got going into Bath and Body Works. I'm a 90s kid too. So yeah, I came of age in the 90s. So Bath and Body Works was part of my life, whether or not I wanted it to be or not. So yeah, I'm gonna go in the Yankee Candle that's down there, and I'm gonna see if they have some candles for the house. See what kind of fall collection stuff that they have. But Bath and Body Works, I am going to go in there and see. I just bought some stuff out of there the other day. I'm super excited. I bought some freshly brewed coffee hand soap. I've been looking for. I have the candle, and I've bought a million of the candle, but I've been wanting to see if they had hand soap, and they do. So I'm very excited about that. So the fall release is out, and so I am going to start a series here at Budget Beauty where we talk about each season, the new releases at Bath and Body Works, and the stuff I like, the stuff that I've been waiting for, I've been looking for. I do follow that sort of thing. So and I'm like a VIP member with them, because I spend a lot of money in Bath and Body Works. As a matter of fact, I'm looking in here now. This is my room where I store most of it. I counted at last count, I had like 54 bottles of hand soap. I tend to hyperfixate. I hyperfixate and I collect. So hand soap is kind of a thing for me. I like my hands to smell nice when I wash my hands. So, and I wash my hands a lot. So I have a lot of they have a lot of seasonal releases, so you'll see a lot of fall scents, things you would associate with fall, which is a very smart idea on their part, because yes, people would, and they do have scents that are not season coded, let's call it that, but I know for a fact they very much code their products to seasons. So like right now, the fall stuff is out. And it's been out for like a month or so. They start really at the end of August, beginning of September. And then that'll go all the way until probably November-ish. Probably. So then we're talking about Thanksgiving, and now we're talking about Christmas. Christmas is a big, big scent season for Bath and Body Works. Okay, I know, because I have gone in there. I have a whole bag of their, so they have their, I can show y'all. So this little bag here, they're little bags. This one has fall stuff in it. However, I have, matter of fact, it may not have fall stuff. It might have spring. Oh, yes, it has a little bit of fall. It's got a little bit of Christmassy things, and it's got some spring stuff. Okay, so I have a whole one of these little tiny bags like this in my hallway right now, where I keep my other set of store of hand soaps that is full of Christmas. So as a matter of fact, I have several of these, and this is half used. this is kind of half used. This is the Holly Berry Spruce. This is half used only because I started using it and then we didn't use it up enough. And so before like after Christmas came, and I was like, okay, I don't want no more Christmas stuff out now that it's winter. Now we passed the Christmas winter part. We get in January, February. I don't want that out. I don't want Christmas tree out past Christmas. So then that's what Holly Berry Spruce is. So, and that's what it smells like. So that's why it's kind of half used. But like I say, their Christmas stuff will probably go out around about Thanksgiving, because day after Thanksgiving, most people put up their Christmas trees. We will be doing the same. So I will start putting out our Christmas hand soaps. I have Christmas candles that I go and get. I get them from Bath and Body Works. Sometimes I get them from the grocery store, but I get stuff like that, and I will put it out when we put up our Christmas tree, because I want my house to smell like Christmas. So I also have a Christmas cookie one. It's a Noel one. So yes, we're gonna do a whole series. We're gonna start a whole series on this just in time for this fall season and for Christmas, for the Christmas season coming up. I'm very excited about that. So anyway, we're gonna do makeup and we're gonna get started finally. So today, I'm gonna be using some new stuff that I just bought. Long time stuff that I've been eyeing and that I've been wanting to do and try. And we're gonna talk about it today. And we're gonna see, because we're gonna do a little test run with it and see how well it works. All right, so as y'all can see, I'm also wearing the Beehive. I decided to wear the Beehive out today. I've been wearing my other one, what I like to refer to as my Jessica Rabbit wig. I've been wearing that one mostly for the last week or so. So what we're going to do, we're going to get started, and I'm going to do my face first, and then I'm going to do my eyes while I'm waiting on my face to kind of calm down and slow down a little bit before I actually do my foundation. So for the face primer, we're going to start out with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I did 2 pumps, and I got her in my hands and rubbing it together real good, and then we're going to start rubbing on the face. So I am going to buy some new primer today. That's going to be one of the things I get in this haul, because I knew they made it, but I hadn't seen it. But it is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Starter Primer. I'm very excited. I saw it on Ulta, and I was like, oh, word, they got a primer too? I knew y'all had a primer, but I ain't never seen it. So I was like, all right, I will go get this, because I really, really like ColourPop. So I like doing with ColourPop. So I'm going to go get me some, and we're going to try it, and we're going to see what it working like. And so this has curtain bangs on it, as y'all have seen previously. So I am going to put stuff up here, but that's why I have my hair pinned back with some bobby pins, because I want to get up here on this forehead and try to get it all on my face today, because I really am excited about this foundation. It's one I've been eyeing for a minute, and y'all know I'm always trying a new foundation. I have probably like 10 foundations in here. I have like 10 bottles of foundation, y'all. Ooh, and I got it in my eyebrows too. So looks like we're gonna have to do something with the eyebrows today. Surprise. So I've been doing good with work. Work's been going good. We're in a slow down period, finally, where I can take a breath, trying to get this stuff done in a timely fashion still. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But otherwise, I've been doing good. Fixing to switch hours and things, and trying to get used to that, and try to get a good routine going, and something I can work with that helps me be on time for work and get in the office. And because my problem is it ain't the when I'm in the office, it's the getting to the office part. Man, sometimes I just do not want to get up in the morning. I do not want to get up. I don't want to be bothered with nothing. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to move around. I just don't want to. And it's not that I hate my job. I promise you, I love my job to death. I do. I absolutely enjoy my job a great deal. But your girl is just not a morning person. I have never been a morning person. I have always been a night person. So even, listen, in the womb, my mammy told me in the womb, she was like, listen, you didn't move around too much during the day. I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah, no. You kicked a lot when I was fixing to go to bed. Because my mom was a morning person. And she didn't really like to stay up late. So she really wouldn't. But when she would go to lay down, she was like, whoa, that's when you would just get to be in. Which is, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not at all, knowing myself. And I'm like, oof, yeah, that's about right. And I was like that as a child, and I'm like that as an adult. I just don't like getting up. So, yeah, I'm not surprised by any of that. So I tended to work a job too when I was in newspapers. I worked a job that was an evening job. So I would go into work at like 3 o'clock, and I'd be on top of things, just sharp. But buddy, trying to get me in there to do day shift, my last one where I did day shift, sometimes, your girl would try to get in there at like 8 o'clock, because the sooner you got in there, the sooner you could finish, and the sooner you could get out. Yeah, no. I would be there till like 7 at night, because I didn't roll in there until 11. Yeah. Now, once I started getting used to doing it, it was better. And like I say, once I get a routine, I'm fine. I'm good. I can make it work. It's fine. It's the getting there part. So, so for the eyes, while I'm letting this kind of sit on my face for a minute, as y'all can see, I have a white pall here, but, it it's going to be covered up by foundation, and, concealer possibly. So yeah, I feel like this will be fine. My eyebrows, I'll do something with my eyebrows. Maybe I probably will. Cause like I say, they're casting a white pall right now because I put all of that in my eyebrows. I usually avoid doing that, but, it doesn't make any difference really. For the, eyeshadow primer, we are using the NYX Ultimate shadow and liner primer. This is pretty good. Like, I really, really, really like this, and I'm very impressed with it. And I am looking down in my Barbie mirror to do this. I really like this Barbie mirror, y'all. It's a good mirror. It's a really good mirror. I'm so impressed that I got that from Impressions Vanity for only $15. That's very good. Very, very impressed. And I am eventually, like I say, one day I am going to get a vanity from them, and then I can replace this section that I have in here, over here, where I'm pointing, where I have my makeup set up. And I'm going to, I'll use this little table. I bought this table years and years and years ago from like Walmart. And I've used it for various things. But it's a nice table. It's a nice little folding table. But I'm running out of space. So there's that. And I have a lot of organization here set up on the table. And so I would like to get rid of a lot of that and put it in my vanity with some drawers, and be able to film a little bit better and have better lighting, because I have a LED. I'm going to get if I'm going to get one, it's going to be an LED lighted vanity. I keep my ring light that I have now that I use here to do this, because y'all see I have a ring light that gives me really good lighting in here right now. But it could be better. So that's why I'm like, we could do better with that. There's always room for improvement. So, matter of fact, I didn't actually turn my mirror on. So my mirror has the LED lighting around it in the main, like it's like this around my face. And then on the sides, it does not have lighting, but it's like a dual sided. One is another long mirror, and then the other one is the ×2 magnification and the ×3 magnification. So it's a really nice mirror though. It's very bright. Once I hooked it up with my USB, the little USB cable that comes with it, it's great. It works really well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try this new foundation. I got the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless 12-hour normal to oily foundation. This is in the shade 355 Coconut. So, I'm very excited about this because I feel like this is going to be really good. I do. I feel like this is going to be really good. I've heard great things about it. I don't know if this is like screw off or like pump or what. I think it's a screw off top. It's going to be screw off today. It's going to be screw off today. But it's like a little bottle. So y'all see this is like what it looks like with the top off. This is foundation normal to oily. And it says it mattifies and refines pores. Matches natural tone. Natural seamless finish. Very excited. Okay. So as per the usual, we got our little tin. And I'm going to put some in here. I hope this is going to be fine. Come out, please. Okay, there we go. All right, so I don't need a ton. Yeah, I don't need a ton. Don't. Don't do that. Some of it came out on the bottle, but it's fine. All right. So, I put it in my little tin. It's probably too much, but for my face, but we're gonna test this. I did a color match with the coconut, so we're gonna see, and I matched with the coconut. So let's see how this is gonna work. Ooh, look at that, y'all. That's a good match. That's a great match. Okay. Hot damn. I picked me a good color. Now, yes, I am going to, eventually I'm going to get a brush. I think I would like to get a brush for doing my, instead of using a sponge all the time. I am thinking about getting a brush, as Miss Gina, hey Miss Gina, pointed out. I heard think about getting a brush. So I think I will. I have a kabuki brush in here, but I bought that one off of Amazon. I think it's an e.l.f. kabuki brush. But I didn't really buy it to do this part. I bought it because I needed to dust off the excess for when I do my what do you call it? When I do the finishing powder and I set. So that's why I was like, I need a brush for that. So I ordered one while I was on Amazon and a couple of months ago. And you guys have seen it. You guys have seen me use it. But I was like, I will use that. For just that. I don't want to use it for this. So I'm going to get one that is dedicated to foundation and see how that works. All right. So I think I got everything. I got every area I need to get. Okay. I think I did. Because, I mean, you see, I could do this and blend it in and do what I want. But I really like using a sponge. But I'm not opposed to using a brush. I'm not. Trying to make sure I covered every spot that I really need to cover here. Ooh, sideburns. All right. Yeah, I'm not opposed at all. I will always take recommendations of new things to use and try. If it makes putting this on easier. All right, so now we're gonna blend her out. Ooh, I like this color. I like the color. I do. I like this. I like this. This is a very good match. It's a very, very good match. I did great with color matching again. Now let's see how it feels um once I do and get her blended out and get her on. Um it blends really well. I will give it that. Let's try to get this nose and get her around this nose. Try not to forget to do certain sections here because we will. That's bad. You probably should not forget to blend a part of your face. If you're gonna do this, don't forget to blend everything. Let's try to get down here. Okay. Try to get that little area under my double, triple chin. Okay. So, I do like that color match. Excuse me. I do like this color match. It is really good. It matches me very well. As a base, hey, you put brown foundation on your face. And it's full coverage, y'all. So I'm probably am not gonna need concealer. Probably not. I don't feel like I do. Try to get up underneath that eye a little bit. And blend this in, because sometimes I don't blend this well enough. I don't feel like, because it'll look like I missed a section and I really didn't, but that's just because I feel like I didn't blend it enough. But yeah, okay, yeah, I may not need foundation. I mean, I may not need concealer. Um, I'm looking to see in my Barbie mirror. That's why I'm looking down here. Um, I don't think I need it. Because it got that spot right there really well. Okay. Actually, I may just a little bit. Let's see. Do I have any of? I'm trying to remember if that is if the one I'm thinking about that I want to use for concealer, if that is a Maybelline. I think it is Maybelline. Because I would like to use the same product line. So, yes, this is Maybelline. Okay. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Corrector, multi-usage. Works as a concealer. I'm trying to think, do I need any under my eyes? Not really. I kind of want to put it here. Yeah, okay. That matches really well, y'all. Because you can't really even tell where I'm putting this. You really can't tell where I'm putting this, so let's do it there and right there. I'm going to put a little bit under the eye. Okay. All right. So let's blend that out a little bit. Yes, I know when you put the concealer on, it's supposed to be under eye brightening, but I mean, I'm really not that concerned about it. Listen, Meemaw does need a little bit of help under the eye sometime, but I mean, there's some things I just can't get rid of. So, like, I can try, but I can't necessarily get rid of it immediately. Okay. Oh, that's a seamless blend. I do like that a lot. I'm very impressed, Maybelline. Very impressed. This is good. This was a good buy, and I see why people rave about it. I do. And it was not crazy expensive. It was not. It was very, 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 very reasonably priced. budget. This is, and that's why I say, if you want good, you can get you some good stuff at a drugstore price. You can. This is fantastic. I promise y'all, it was not super expensive. I want to say it was. I've already done, like I said, I'm just gonna probably redo my beauty haul episode. But if I'm not mistaken, that was like maybe at most $9. It was not expensive for foundation. That's pretty good. And I got that from I ordered it off of Amazon. I didn't get that from Ulta, but yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So now for the eyes, let's talk about these eyes. Now that we done got this on our face, let's talk about these eyes. So for the eyes, I'm thinking about, I have a color already selected. I'm thinking about how I want to do and what I want to do. I'm thinking about how I want to cut my crease and all of that. I mean, I could cut my crease a number of ways here, but I don't know if I wanted to use black or do I want to use a color to cut the crease. I think I'm going to use black to cut it. So we're going to use Mr. Soft Pencil Junior to cut this crease. This is the Ruby Kisses Ultra Easy Eyeliner in black. It is, yeah, it's the color black. Intense black. They like, get it right. It's intense black. Okay. It is intense black. I will give it that. And the reason why we call this Mr. Soft Pencil Junior is because he's a soft pencil, but he kind of intense. He a little loud. He don't use his inside voice a whole lot, so he just a little loud. I have to be very, very careful when I'm cutting my crease with this, not to draw gigantic, thick black line. It is very easy to do with this pencil. It's also why I don't use it on my lips, because it's too much. Okay. As you can see, I have cut the crease. And so, I also like, though, it comes with a built-in sharpener on it. That's helpful. Okay. Let's keep this out just in case. Alright, so we're going to use, instead of using a powder today, we're going to use the NYX Ultimate Glow Shots. This is brightening liquid eyeshadow. This is golden. Oh no, this is glitzy guava. I thought it was golden goji, but it's not. But this is the glitzy guava, and I really like this. And actually, I haven't done a good pinup eye in a minute, so because I have not been doing that, so I'm going to do a pinup eye. I'm going to do over my lash line with the BFF. The ColourPop BFF gel liner. I'm going to fill in with some black over the top line, because I have not been doing that for the last couple of weeks. Just haven't really felt like doing it, so. But I'm going to do it today, because I got time. So, I don't think we have any events coming up except Halloween, and I still haven't decided what I'm doing for Halloween. If I'm going to do anything. I don't know if I'm going to do a costume or not. Like I say, I've been test driving Jessica Rabbit, but I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. I haven't really thought that far ahead. So I'm actually going to do something different here. I'm going to come across like that. I really need to see a little bit closer. Just a tad bit closer. Because trying to do this is kind of hard with my mirror being far, far away. And actually, let's do that. Well, actually, you guys have seen me do it over the lash. I was thinking about this. Y'all have seen me doing over the lash in the last couple of weeks because when I did this hair, and I did it over the lash because that's kind of the style of the 60s. So yeah, I have done it in the last couple of weeks. I couldn't remember if I'd done it or not. I'm gonna cover up right here. So what I'm doing is I'm looking in this handheld, as y'all can see. I'm doing this handheld mirror to get a little bit closer. It's super helpful to be able to hold this in my hand instead of trying to hold up my Barbie trifold. I got this from TJ Maxx, if I'm not mistaken. It's either TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It's one of the two. Alright, that was that eye. And what I did was come over here and fill in this corner a little bit. And try to fill that in just a little bit. I'm not going to do a wing. Not so much. Not my usual wing. But yeah, Halloween's coming up, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a costume. I haven't really decided. And the thing is, I'm gonna have to make a decision real quick. That's the problem. I need to make a decision like real quick. So I haven't decided at all what I'm gonna do. Then after that, Thanksgiving, and then which I don't tend to dress up for Thanksgiving anymore. Used to, I dress up and put on a nice little outfit for the table and try to look nice at dinner, but one time too many. Who you dressing up for? Can't I look nice for the table? Like, to sit down and eat? Like, get out of my face. So, I stopped. I stopped. I don't bother anymore. Also, we haven't really eaten dinner with family. The last time we ate dinner with family was probably 23, maybe 22, maybe. I know we were married. And I know who I had dinner with. I had dinner with the cousins, the maternal cousins, and my mother-in-law, because it was not a fun time. It was absolutely not a fun time. I was so annoyed by the time I knew I was going to be annoyed going, and I knew I was going to be annoyed when I got home, and I was. I was annoyed. So, as y'all can see, I've now done the over the eye, and now we're going to do the space in between. Now, this is a liquid, as y'all have seen, because I've used this on camera before, and I have this in like 20 different colors at this point. Almost. I'm exaggerating. It's a lot, though. But it's like, hold on, I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have this in 9 different colors. And they make more than 9. So, the other colors, I'm just kind of like, But this one, I like this one because I like to wear gold a lot. I'm trying to get this out of the bottle. The little applicator does not like coming out. So, hold on. I got to put my mirror down for just a second. I'm trying not to get this everywhere. That's why I'm pulling this out of here. Okay, there we go. I mean, I appreciate what the stopper is doing, but at the same time, it's like, bro, it's doing so much. Try not to have to put that back in there. All right. So, yeah, it wasn't because of the cousins. The cousins were fantastic. We hadn't seen them. Like I say, it was post-COVID, so where COVID was immediately a problem and you didn't really want to get together with a bunch of people. It was one of the few times I'd actually come out and ate dinner with somebody, and I still wore a mask most of the dinner. It's not the cousins though. It was It was the mother-in-law part that I was just like, y'all have seen me. As soon as she called and asked if I wanted to go, I was like, if I wanted to come to dinner, I was like, not really. I really prefer to stay at the house and not come over because I really don't want to spend my holiday with you. But she invited. I was like, I'll be nice. I'll behave. I'll go. Husband did not go because husband was working that year. And like I said, I can't remember if it was 22 or 23. Wasn't 24, so but it was one of them. I don't remember. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Okay. I'm trying not to blink my eyes too much and put my eyelid up, but that is gorgeous. Y'all, this looks great on my eye. All right, now to do the other one. Like I said, I don't want to have to put this back in the stopper too much, but god dang it. Ooh, pulling that out of there is like a Herculean effort. All right. So I'm putting it on the other eye, and I have to pay attention here and do this very close because I can't see on this eye very well at this angle in this lighting. This eye, whenever I do anything to this eye in this setting, which is one of the reasons why I want to get another setting going, it is very hard to see what is happening and what I'm doing. It casts a shadow over this eye, so it makes it automatically darker if I'm not up close and personal with it. And I don't really want to have to correct too much. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do this year for Thanksgiving. We may just, like as we've done in years past, we just get our own food and I cook a little something. I do some little sides with it. And then I do, I get a little meat from Honey Baked Ham. I get I get sides from Honey Baked Ham. And some sides I add myself. And then get a wide variety of drinks. And we call it a day. Not too many desserts because as a diabetic, that immediately limits what I can eat and drink. And sweets are not on that menu, I can tell you. I mean, like, I'll get him some sweets. I get husband some sweets, but I ain't eating it myself, so your girl is not gonna take that chance. We learned that the hard way one year, pre-COVID, where I had entirely too much carbs during that day, and your girl paid for it the next day. When I tell y'all my body rejected all of the carbs that I ate the previous day, that day after Thanksgiving, I was in the bathroom all day long, repeatedly, like probably every 30 minutes or so, I had to go to the bathroom because the carbs, my body I would take my medicine and do like I was supposed to, but I ate entirely too many carbs the day before. And I had sweets to go with it. And the body was like, you know better than that. I'm like, So I learned my lesson. That is when I realized exactly what metformin does. It makes it so that the body is just like, woohoo, no carbs for you and no sweets for you. Y'all, this glitzy guava, Nix, come to the front. Nix, you have outdone yourself. This gold, not only is it highly pigmented, as they all are, I can tell y'all, every single one of these Ultimate Glow Shots are extremely pigmented. But, this dried very quickly. It dries down as like a foil, and it doesn't move at all. I don't have any problems with this moving. Once it dries down, it's locked. Okay. Also, that's what your primer is for. But looking at it, the application was very smooth. It is not patchy. It is absolutely stunning gold. This is a beautiful gold. Nyx, you outdid yourself. I love it. This is why I have 9 of these. I promise y'all, I have 9. I'm pretty sure I have 9. Yep. 3, 6, 9. Yes, I have 9, including that one I just put on. Yeah. Y'all. Listen, this is fantastic. Let me tell you who else got a good one too while I'm thinking about this and I'm on the subject of eye stuff. Let me tell y'all about this Maybelline color tattoo. This is some of the most pigmented blue I have ever seen. It rivals this Ultimate Glow Shots. Okay. This is a stick. This is a crayon stick. It is extremely pigmented, and it has glitter in it. Okay. Now I got glitter all on my dang face trying to take it off, but it also don't budge. Once it's on there and you got primer on, this ain't going nowhere. When they say tattoo, they meant tattoo. This did not move, y'all. This is so good. I love this blue. I bought this on a whim. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'll try it. I wore it yesterday, and it went with I had on a navy sweater that I got from Old Navy, and it's matched perfectly. And y'all, when I said I put this on at, I want to say I put it on like 8:45. Y'all, I took my makeup off at 12:30 last night. Do y'all know it had not moved? No migration. No creasing. Absolutely still as fresh as when I put it on at 8 o'clock that morning. Y'all, I can't ask for better. So I will be buying more of this. They make a green one of this, and I want the green. Because the green, I've seen the green and it's gorgeous. I just hadn't ordered. I ordered this one first. But I cannot stress to y'all how gorgeous that is and how well that pencil works. That is a good pencil. And when I took it off, I had to wipe a little bit with my little makeup remover wipes. But I'd rather have to wipe a little harder than normal to get it off than it migrate all over my face. I don't want to have to do that. So, fantastic. But anyway, yeah, these eyes though. Dang. Yo. Nyx, you outdid yourself. Alright. Now we're going to put on some mascara. Probably not going to get dummy full with it, because we don't need to. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for over here. Nope, because it's not over there anymore. All right, I'm going to use this Maybelline Sky High. So I'm not really going to go for length, because you're not going to be able to see the length anyway with this black over the lash line. Not really. If you got close up on me, you'd be able to see it, but not from far away. So I'm going to use this Sky High and get her going. Okay, I don't really want to touch my face, but I got to touch my face. See if I can touch my eyebrows, because I haven't really done anything there. And get this eye pulled up a little bit. My mirror just fell. I knew it would. That little handheld mirror I was holding, it just fell off the table. It's all right. I don't really need it at this point, so it's fine. You can stay down there then. Go on ahead then. As my Bible would like to say, go on ahead then. Go on and get. But I've been doing my makeup the last couple of days, and been trying to let the skin rest a little bit. So I really haven't worn face makeup. This is the first time in several days that I've worn face makeup, where I've actually put on like foundation and primer and gonna put on some blush because haha, we got some new blush. Um yeah, I'm very excited to do makeup today. Like I said, I wore stuff on my eyes yesterday, but I didn't do face. So there's that. So yeah, today we're not too particularly jumped up about this mascara. I'm trying to see it. Like I say, from far away, you can't really tell anything here. So I'm not gonna really get super dummied up about this mascara. I think we're gonna use I'm gonna use this Essence What the Fake volumizing. So this is the Essence What the Fake volumizing and lengthening mascara. It is in the same line as their Bye Bye Panda Eyes. This one. But I am going to use the What the Fake. Yeah, I like I said, I don't need the lengthening, but I don't mind the volume. The volume is key here today. So plans for today. I am going to go out to Ulta. I am going to Bath and Body Works. I am going to Yankee Candle. I am going to Barnes and Noble. Trying to think, where else did I say I wanted to go to? Trying to think. I think that's all. Maybe I might go to Staples. I don't think I need anything specifically out of Staples. But I may need some stuff. I don't know. I gotta look and see. I do need to go to the grocery store because I plan to cook myself some dinner tomorrow. And I'm going to fix myself a roast. Chuck roast. And, because husband, he will be back tomorrow, but he's going to work. So I thought he took the day off, but he's not. He didn't. So I'm going to cook for myself tomorrow, and that's what I want for dinner. So I'm going to do a chuck roast, and I am going to do vegetables with it. And I'm going to do some potatoes, some roasted potatoes, and do a little bit of few little sides to go with it, because girl do know how to cook. Listen, I'm Southern, I'm black, and I'm fat. Of course I know how to cook. I cook well enough, let me put it that way. I cook well enough. I could survive, and I have survived on my own for many years. So I taught myself how to cook. And the help that I had with my mom, Food Network, and certain chefs from Food Network, and just experimenting and going and, hey, I don't know how to do this. What do I do with this? And looking it up. I enjoy the history of food and food science. So stuff like Alton Brown of Good Eats, love him. My favorite chef is, in fact, Ming Tsai, who used to do a show called East Meets West. He also had Ming's Quest, and he was on the new Iron Chef. The Iron Chef Revisited on Netflix. And he does his own show, Simply Ming. And so I absolutely love Ming Tsai, and I have followed Ming for several decades. And I really, really enjoy watching cooking shows. I used to watch Iron Chef, the original Japanese Iron Chef. I watched Ming Tsai's show. I watched a lot of shows on Food Network. I loved Emerald. Emerald's one of my favorite chefs too. Emerald Lagasse and Alton Brown on Good Eats. And I'm trying to think, who else did I watch? But I stayed watching the Food Network, and I would learn stuff just by sitting there listening to it or having it in the background. I would learn stuff and apply it in my own cooking. So I cook well enough. Now my husband will tell you, yeah, his wife can cook. He loves my cooking. My mom loved my cooking too. She said it was good. She said you done taught yourself some things. Okay, all right, I see you, daughter. But she did. She loved my cooking. She said you done good. You learned real well. I was like, well, it's thanks to you, Mama. And she was like, okay. But she did teach me, and she said she did give it her seal of approval. So she did before she died. So I was like, oh. I like to cook a little bit, but I am going to cook tomorrow. Tonight I am not. I'm going to treat myself, and I treated myself last night, so I'm going to treat myself, but I am going to cook. Now, he is off Monday, so I guess I'm going to cook on Monday too, I guess. All right. For the under eye, since we're finished with the mascara, I did put a little bit of that Level Up from ColourPop on it, just a little bit. The ColourPop one is the Level Up lengthening mascara. It really didn't lengthen anything, I promise you. It really didn't. I mean, it did, but it really didn't have too much of an impact. But for the under eye, I got this new black under eye. It is the Wet n Wild breakup proof waterproof liquid eyeliner, and it is in the shade Ultra Black. So I'm going to use this, and we're going to see how it works under the eye. That's all right. It's very thin. It's a thin line, which I expect with liquid liner. It's real thin. It's not bad. I like that. Okay. Try to do it on this eye. Get her across. Really try not to touch my face too much. I really am trying not to touch my face all that much. Okay. All right. So yeah. Okay. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, let's see if I can connect that a little bit better. So yeah, I got a few little things planned this evening. I think I'll play some video games tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I need to do some writing also for Gaming Insurrection, and because we are behind, and it's supposed to launch today, and we're not launching today. We're not even close. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna work on that a little bit tonight, but I might play some video games. Maybe just a little bit. All right. So eyes are cool. We're good. I really like how they turned out. I think this looks good. I really like this face in conjunction with the eyes. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to set my face, and I'm also going to wear a little bit of blush. So y'all, I got the Juvia's Place liquid blush finally. So if I'm not mistaken, the way I'm supposed to do this is, I don't know if I'm supposed to, I think I'm supposed to put the liquid on before I put my setting on, because this is liquid. Now, when I was doing powder, and this is I think why I think that is the way that it goes, is when I did powder, and you guys saw me do a powder, or I did like a pencil, you put the setting on first. You would put setting powder on first. Then you would put your blush, your powder blush or your pencil, and buff that out. Then you would set it with wet. So I think I'm supposed to put this on and then set my face. I think. Since this is a liquid, because you're putting liquid on top of liquid, because this is a liquid foundation. So I think that's how this is supposed to go. But this is the Juvia's Place. This is Juvia's Place liquid blush highlighter, and it is Blush Lily Glow is the shade, and it's a very pink shade. So I think we're gonna do this, and then I'll go back and figure it out later, because that's how I read up on it, and I've seen people do 2 dots, maybe 3 on the ridge like that, and then in approximately that location, because and then like you gotta blend it out. So I don't know if I'm doing that right or what, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Okay, so bear with me, y'all, because like I say, I'm learning here. So I have heard so much good stuff about this blush, this liquid blush. I've heard very good things about it. And I think what I need to do is, instead of trying to do it with this, let's do it with, I can do it with my, you know what? I got a sponge. Hold on. I got another, beauty sponge that I can use. So I've been using these. These are washable, which I kind of guessed, but I was like, let me go make sure. These are washable. So let's do that. That's a little bit better. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I will give it that. It's definitely interesting. Okay. So we got on some blush over there. It's blush over there. Let's see if we started out with this. What would this do? With blush. Getting her blushed up. Okay. This is not really super blending that. So I guess I gotta kind of sort of start with this just a tad bit. And this is probably why you need a brush to do this. Okay, y'all see, I'm learning as I'm going. It's probably why you need a blend, because this is the blend side of this brush. So, yeah, I can see why you would need that. Okay. I'm learning. She can be taught. Instead of trying to do it this way to start with. So it's there. I have some. It's way more on this side though, because I spread this out a lot. But it's fine. It's fine. The thing is, it don't look crazy, but I see the blush there. Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. But yes, I will look for a blending brush, so that I may do this and do it well. Okay, so, but I am super excited. Y'all know I've been eyeing this for a minute. And y'all know I just started doing blush and all. So I am very, very excited because y'all know I love Juvia's Place also. And so I have been seeing a lot of my favorite influencers have been using this, and they used it and they were like, this is really good. This is great blush. Go get it. And I like it. It's a very subtle effect. It's not, oh my gosh, you have on blush, and it is loud. I don't like super overpowering blush. I don't. And that's why I avoided blush for a long time. But I like this. This is very subtle. It's very, it's there, but it's not overpowering my face. Also, I only use 2 to 3 drops. So Yeah, no, I learned. I remember people talking about that when they were doing it. Don't use a ton of it. You don't need a ton of it. A little bit goes a long way. So yes, it it felt good too when I was putting it on. It didn't feel odd or anything. But Juvia's Place, I love it. Um, so I may get some other colors in that. I may, just may do that. Okay. So then now we do need to set the face, I guess. Trying to think what do I want to set my face with? Do I want to set with Warm Honey or do I want to set with um Gobi or not? So I think I'm gonna set with the Juvia's Place Warm Honey. This is the I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder. I think I'm going to set with this. Because it's good. And then we're going to do lips and we're done. All right. So, taking my powder, I'm getting it on my thing, putting it in my hand. That's what I'm doing here, is priming it. And then we're going to go ahead and start setting. And I seem to recall, like I say, you set with the powder here. And then later on, I can still set with the liquid, with the spray. Which I'm also going to get the ColourPop. I'm planning to get the ColourPop setting spray. Like I said, we need some alternatives to e.l.f. here. So yeah, I am trying to get me some alternatives. And I knew, like I said, I knew ColourPop made it. I just had never seen it. I was like, they got to. With the other things that they make, there's no way they're not making a setting spray or a primer. Like, they make primer for your eyes, so I know they had to make primer for your face. So I was like, let me go find out about this. Okay, Warm Honey was a good choice. Okay. I'm impressed. I love this. Try to get up underneath my eye and make sure I blend it right. And see, it still shows through. I can see it on this side especially, but it definitely still shows through on that side too. So I think that is the correct order. Like I say, before my next episode, I will, in fact, go check it out and double check and make sure that we're doing that right. Because I do intend to use that blush more. Okay. Gotta set it down here underneath the chin. Put stuff down there, you gotta set it. So, yeah, ooh, I'm very impressed. Oh, I love that blush. It's a nice blush highlighter too. I like the highlight. See, y'all can see the highlight right there. And I mean, it's subtle on this side, but it's there too. I can see it. And like I say, it's a very subtle, it's a subtle pink. It does not look crazy on me. And I like that. When I promise y'all, I did not like blush for a long time, and you didn't see me put blush on. It was because I was like, I don't like that overpowering. It looks clownish sometimes. So that's why I was like, no, I don't like that. But this is cool. I like this. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of this for just a second. Now that my eye is dry, I'm gonna kind of brush through my lashes, and I know my lashes are dry. Also, I'm gonna brush through it a little bit. But I am gonna see about that ColourPop setting spray. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about these lips. So, because it is fall, and I have been just absolutely just overjoyed with this um, color change and all, I've been really wanting to use a lot of burgundy. I've been wearing a lot of burgundy lips lately. Um, so I think that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna wear a burgundy lip to go with this yellow mustard golden eye combination I got going on. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um Now I'm trying not to mess with my lips here too much, but um I want to use now. The other day I used a combination of sizzling in the NYX line and stamina. That was yesterday. These two go together really well and make a deep color. So I think I'm going to use though. I have the Juvia's Place Lulu, and y'all, that is a fantastic deep burgundy. It reads like it's a red, but it's really a deeper red. It's not like a bright red. So I think I'm gonna wear this. I may put something on top of it. Maybe I did mix a little bit of this with the sizzling, and that did deepen it a lot. So I think we might do that. Um. So let's see. I do want to line my lips. Let's see. What do I want to line it with? Now I made the mistake of lining it a little bit too much the other day, and yeah, it was too much. Um. But I want to. I lined it too much with black, and so that's why I was like, that's too much. Let's see if I can pick this up. Stuff is just falling down. This is why I want more space in here. This stuff is just falling down. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do a brown liner on my lips. All right, so I'm gonna use, this is the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade sand beige. That's this. I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna line it to line this and emphasize this lip. Cause sand beige matches my skin tone really well around my lips, at least the outer portion, as you can see. Cause see, now it don't look like I got. I mean, you sat here and watched me put this on, but it don't look like I got anything on. Not really. I mean, I can see it, like it's around my lips, but like if you were far away, you wouldn't be able to tell that I put anything around my mouth just then. Um. All right, so like I say, we're gonna go in with the Lulu, and then I may add some of that sizzling to it. I'm also trying not to chew the skin on my lips here because that makes putting this on harder. So try to be good. Okay. All right. Bottom lip done. My nose keeps like tingling, itching. And I'm like, I don't want to touch it. Okay. Kind of look like I got a Joker lip going on there, but all right. Okay. Now, I don't know. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that sizzling to it, and I may do a brown around the top here because that lip liner up there, it not appearing that I put lip liner on. I did. Um, it's looking a little strange now. Like, well, to me, it look. I'm so used to putting a black up there that it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't put a black there. What am I supposed to do? Like, are we even living? But y'all, when I tell y'all I love me some Juvia's Place, y'all have heard me rant and rave about Juvia's Place this entire time. But y'all, Lulu, Juvia's Place, come to the front. Lulu, this is dry. Now, y'all sat here and saw me put this on. As I was putting this on, it is drying. Okay? It is already dry on my bottom lip. It is drying on my top lip as we speak. Like, it is almost 100% dry on my top lip. I just finished it. Okay. The color is fantastic. Now, it breathes as a very red right now, but it's not super red. In person, it is very much a burgundy, very deep burgundy color. Okay. That's one. Two, it is soft. My lips are absolutely pillowy soft with this on. We ain't even got to the other shade that I got that is absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to find it while I'm looking at it. I also have their lip gloss, and it is fantastic. I have three. Actually, I have three other Juvia's Place shades. I forgot about that. I have Take a Seat and Red Velvet. These two. Plus the Lulu. Fantastic. Oh, and all three of these are different shades of red. And they are beautiful shades of red. And they play well with others. Y'all, I can't stress to you how beautiful this burgundy is. But I want it just a tad bit deeper. So I'm going to put, this is the Sizzling from the NYX Double XL Liquid Lingerie. Like I said, Juvia's Place and NYX make some of the best matte liquid lingerie, liquid lipstick. That liquid lingerie line is fantastic from NYX. Y'all know I have like 20 colors in there. It is gorgeous. Now, when this dries down, because it looks like it's going to be a vinyl right now, it's not. When this dries down, it is going to be the most beautiful shade of burgundy. Because it's a burgundy even without it. And once it dries, I think I'm going to do a little bit of liner to it. A little bit of different liner. Maybe. I mean, I really don't need to. It's gorgeous right now. It actually, I mean, I felt like it looked a little crazy without the black liner, but it really doesn't. In hindsight, it doesn't. But this looks fantastic, y'all. I'm very, very, very pleased. Like I said, it will dry down. I've done this before. It dries down and it is stunning. And it is a matte. It is a very matte. Now, if you were going for a vinyl color, sure. Okay. I don't even know if Juvia's Place makes a vinyl lipstick. I don't know because I've never bought it. Now I do have the Maybelline the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink lipstick, and it is gorgeous too. But listen, y'all want to know somebody else who makes a great matte lipstick? Maybelline. Okay, the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, great. This red is a brilliant red, and it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, and I have a million colors of that too. Oh, here is the, I thought I didn't remember if I had it down here, but I do. Nope, that's Revlon. Revlon makes a good one too. But this is the vinyl ink. I couldn't remember if I had it down here in the thing or not. I do. This is the Superstay Vinyl Ink. And I've used it once or twice. That's what it looks like. It's very brilliant red, and it is very vinyl. Like, you're going to get that gloss and shine on your lips. If that's what you want. That you're going to get that. It's just that when I started wearing lipstick again, I found I didn't like vinyls as much as I like mattes. I bought that vinyl first, and it was like, but did we really like that? I don't know. And then, anyway, I take that back. I put it on and I was like, it's okay. This is fine. I like how my lips look. It's fine. And then I discovered, my cousin, bless her heart, my cousin, wore a matte on her lips, and she was the first person I'd seen with a matte, lipstick on. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am, how did you get your lips to look like that? What is that? Like, I'm used to just regular old lipstick, like bullet tube lipstick, and I just learned about liquid lipsticks. And so she was like, oh yeah, this is a matte. It's a matte red. And I'm like, how did you, what is that magic on your face? My cousin was like, it's a matte liquid lipstick. And I was like, let me go find out. So I went and I looked it up. Here we are. I now have the majority of that. That is the only glossy red that I own. that vinyl ink is the only one that I own. That's a glossy, regular non-matte red. But yeah, Juvia's Place was the first one that I bought, I think. And then as the matte, and then I started buying the NYX. And I have a bunch of the NYX, as y'all can see. So this is taking a minute to dry on my lips. That's why I'm sitting here. Looking to see if I want to put any liner on it or not. Now the black, from what I've discovered, the black makes it look like I have some dimension to my lips. Which, I mean, your girl got big lips anyway. I can't get away from that. So why not play it up? If you got them, play it up. Most people would kill for big lips like this. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, I guess. I guess. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of black around the edges here. Let's see how well this works. And all I'm doing is taking Mr. Soft Pencil and drawing a slight outline around the edge. Okay. That's not bad. Cause see, yeah, he gave me a little bit of dimension. And try not to add too much. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. I'm pleased with this. That's good. Very good. And actually, I'm looking at this. Maybe I might add a little brown to it. I might add a little brown. Just to soften that up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I softened it up just a tad. Just a tad. And I think I'm going to leave the top alone. I'm going to keep the black up there at the top, but I'm going to soften it down here at the bottom. Okay. All right. I actually like that a lot. And my lips are dry. And they are pillowy soft again. Took a minute to dry because, you know, I'd already put a coat on, and now I'm adding a coat on top of that. But yeah. I love that purple around the bottom. Because now that turned it into a purple. The black with the with that coca, or this might be yellow plum, that made it be a little bit that made it be purple. All right. So let's set the face and we are done. For setting spray, I want to use the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. That's this. And it is good. I like it a lot. All right. Going in for my spraying. You know, I can't get used to that. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. And we're using Mr. Sweetful. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of a long episode, but I really like how this face turned out. Very pleased. Your girl looks good. I mean, it's just plain old makeup. And I like to, like I say, I have a very specific set style of makeup. Now, if I were a professional and I were doing makeup, yes, you would expect that I would be able to do multiple looks. I'd be able to do multiple styles of makeup. I have basic technique here, okay? So, and I have to remind myself that all the time. I am not a professional makeup artist. I am somebody this is a hobby, okay? This is a hobby. A very expensive one, but it's a hobby. Because even if you are budget, but you're buying a lot of it, it does add up. So, this becomes expensive after a while. So, I can easily go in Ulta, buy not the most expensive stuff, buy drugstore stuff, and still spend $50-$60 easily for maybe 5 things. So I want people to understand that. But I enjoy doing my makeup. I enjoy just sitting around talking about stuff while I'm painting on my face. I like getting dressed up. I like getting dressed up. Alright, so my face is dry, I think. Trying to make sure. I can tell if I'm blowing on it and it's still a little wet, we ain't dry. Like, we're not dry. Okay. Alright. We're done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the complete look. So, I'm going to put my earrings on. Today I'm not wearing pearls or anything, because I'm just going out in the street. I'm going to wear these. These are my Ouija board earrings. I got these from the Punk Flea Market, Southeast Punk Flea Market, maybe a year ago. These are very cool, and I very much love these. I tend to wear them around spooky season. Which for me is that's a lot of the time, because as a reformed goth kid, everything is spooky season. I'm gonna unpin my hair. from the front here. Listen, I like that little curl into the bang though. Wait a minute, then we might keep that. But I like the little curl to the bang. All right, and we're gonna take this one down. Okay, and yes, you can kind of sort of see my little band there, but it's all right because the bangs are gonna come across. I say these were the bangs we had to cut, and hope we didn't butcher it again. To make sure that it didn't get all down in my eyes. Kind of have to adjust a little bit, just a tad. Okay, there we go. And I probably will comb these bangs and make them straight again instead of just trying to do this with my fingers. I can do a halfway decent job, but there. Okay. All right. And then we let her down. Let the hair down. So, I really like this beehive. Super cute. It is super cute. I look like my grandmother. I look like my auntie and I look like my grandmother. Because this is what my grandmother and my auntie look like in the 60s. My auntie had a beehive. The one that I look alike the most. She had a beehive at some point because I've seen pictures of her. And my grandmother had a beehive. My mom had told me she wore one. She'd seen their wedding photos, and they had a beehive. She had a beehive in her wedding photo. She had an up sweep, and but she wore a beehive in later photos from the wedding. Yeah, my grandparents got married in 1945, so there's that. 1946. My bad. They got married in 1946. I found their marriage license here because they got married in the county that I live in, and you can go search it online. I found their marriage license. Because I went in to see if mine was already posted. Both of mine, because if you guys will recall, and one day I'll tell the story of it fully. We got a marriage license in anticipation of getting married in 2020, and your girl had to postpone. So we did not get married in 2020, so our license expired. So then we had to go get another one. So we had to apply for our marriage license twice. We did. The first time we went down there in person, and we got it March the 6th, and then like April, the governor was like, Actually, no, it was in March when the governor was like, no gatherings more than 10 people. And I was like, crap, are you serious? So yeah, that one expired in like September because you have to do it within 180 days. We did not get married in September of 2020. So when we went to go redo our ceremony and we started planning again, we had to go apply again, and we applied online. We got it in a couple of days. We were married a week later. So I do have the old one that is expired. I kept both. I have the one, obviously I have the one that was signed and it is an official, our official marriage license, but I kept the other one too. And I'm going to put it, one of our aunts gave us a scrapbook. And so, for like wedding stuff and wedding photos, so I'm going to put that in there when I get around to it, I guess. She gave it to us 2021, so I'm going to go ahead and do that at some point. At some point, I guess. All right. So, I am putting on my accessories, the rest of my accessories. See, I kind of readjusted my hair. I'm going to put my nose ring on. So this is a clip-in, as you can see. It is a clip-in. I have, very short, quick story. I wanted to have a nose ring, and I couldn't get my nose pierced because my mama said no. And so, here, I'm wearing it. So I have a clip-in that I've used for years, because by the time I got my own insurance, which was the stipulation, she was like, get your own insurance. That's what I did. By that point, the clip-in was fine. So also too, for the first time on camera, you guys are going to see me because I'm going to put my glasses on. And I promise you, it's going to tie this all together because I have cat's eye glasses. I look cute with my little glasses on. I'm supposed to be wearing them because diabetes has messed up my eyes. So that's why I don't wear them often though. But I do like them. They're cute. And yes, it is reflecting back all of the light in here. But I'm going to take them off for just a second. But that's what I look like with my glasses on. I look like my grandmother. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Come back and watch more of our videos later. We will have a new series starting for the Bath and Body Works series, so look out for that. I'll make that another playlist, and I'll start uploading videos for that. This is our main series, and then we have our beauty haul series, and we have our breakdown series. So we have a lot of content for you to watch and learn along with me and come to appreciate and love makeup. I want to thank you for watching. Come back and see more of our videos later. Peace.